So tonight, Bob's here because we're gonna do a learning game. Bob has never played Pulp Alley before, and
He's a Pulp Alley virgin.
why do you what?
Surprise!
I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna play your reindeer games.
Fine.
Bob, roll a d6. 4. Okay. I got a 5, so I'm going to start off as the director. Let's see, Bob, as the guest, though, you get to pick which league, which side you would like to play. Which side do you want to play?
Well, I like the look of these mech guys.
They are cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
These guys are cool. These are some old heavy gear miniatures by a company called Dream Pod 9. I may have just made that up.
Guaranteed you made it.
I may have just made up Dream Pod 9, but it's trademarked now. Nobody else can use that. Yeah, heavy gear, Dream Pod 9. Sure. I don't know. So he has 3 battle suits, 3 big beefy battle suits, plus a wimpy drone, which will get destroyed almost immediately. We're going to do the basic scenario here. Scenario number 1 out of the core rulebook. So absolutely no special rules whatsoever. The only thing that we have done is for this setting, it felt like it made more sense to cut down on the number of plot points. So rather than doing 4 minor plot points, there are only 2 minor plot points and 1 major plot point. Remember that is how victory is determined in Pulp Alley, is via plot points. So you can basically get wiped out and sometimes win the scenario. This isn't one of those that you could do that on because the plot points are not no drop. So if you pick up a plot point, if you capture a plot point, come over here and capture it, and then you come out here and get beat up and you go down, then the plot point is lost. You lose the plot point right there. So whatever information that you get off of these, you've got to retain. So if you get beat up and lose it, then you lose it. Let's see. So we're going to go through and play this. We're going to go through and play this game. If you haven't seen we're going to post the characters that we'll be using on Sunday. Some of them are already out there floating around. So we're going to have Harry Potter and Ron Weasley will be one league, and those will be played by Melanie Wilkins in the UK. So she's going to be joining us on Sunday and playing with Bessie is playing the other league. So there will be 2 players. Bessie's playing one side. I shouldn't say it that way because they'll actually be doing co-op, obviously. Maybe not obvious yet because I haven't actually named the other characters, but the other characters that Bessie will be playing is Hermione and Ginny Weasley. So those are the 4 player characters that will be out there, but there will also be monsters coming at them and swarms and big gribbly face eating yang 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 yang. So their survival chances are really, really low. Probably just going to get destroyed. It is Bessie's birthday after all, so we want to make sure that she doesn't survive.
That's typical of you.
But we're also going to be playtesting the spells, and I was thinking about this earlier about the spells, and yeah, have you ever played? Has anybody out there ever played Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah, yeah. Would you agree with me, Bob, that maybe playing a fighter is a little bit easier than playing a wizard?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think?
I
What
don't
do you
like-
guys out there think? So I think that's where I'm getting with this idea is that playing a character that's big and beefy and brawly and gets out there and just punches holes through stuff, you can do that in Pulp Alley and you can have a heck of a lot of fun with that, right? If you choose to play a wizard, they might be a little bit squishier. They might not be out there to punch holes in stuff and to, beat up on everything. And they may have to be a little bit smarter about how they're played as well. They have to maybe use a little bit of tactics and use their spells to the best of their ability. It's not simply a slugfest when you put, squishy wizards out there and the big monsters want to rip their faces off and wear them as masks.
Well, don't we all?
Certainly with Jenny. So that's
Well,
where
you don't
we're
think
at.
Hermione has a face worth
No,
stealing?
no, absolutely not. I would fold that face up and put it in my pocket. Maybe save it for later.
Well, you wouldn't fold it.
Oh, I would fold it.
No,
I
you
would
roll it. You don't have
like a fruit roll up,
Yeah, you roll it.
like a cigar, like a good Havana cigar.
I can't believe you said you'd fold it.
Hey, everybody, if you haven't already, please take a moment right now and hit that like button for us. I'm gonna keep this live video going for anybody that wants to watch Bob and I play a game. We're just gonna sit here and play a game. It is Bob's very first game of Pulp Alley, so we're just gonna talk through learning the rules and stuff like that from the very beginning. We're just gonna play it. Maybe it'll be an hour or so. We'll just have to wait and see how it goes. And y'all have a lot of fun tonight watching it. Bessie, anything else you want to share with the boys and girls at home?
No, I'm gonna go to bed though.
Okay. Be sure and join us on Sunday for our Harry Potter game. Be sure and keep tabs on the Pulp Alley Players group because we're going to be sharing the spells, which you already saw over there, but also the characters that we made up. And I want to remind you guys that during this playtesting process, the characters are not hugely different from each other, and that is because I want it's more about playtesting the spells, not the characters. So I'm not trying to create super duper characters or tricky characters or things like that. These are good basic characters. They're fairly similar. They don't have a lot of difference between each other, but they are different. They are different. They have different abilities and stuff like that. But they also have a lot of similarities. They are more similar maybe than they are different. But that's because, we're trying to play test the spells and get a handle on those and see how they work. So I hope you will join us on Sunday. And stick around for tonight. Bob and I are going to play a game.
I think we should mic Bob up.
You want to buy? Oh, well, you got an extra one right there.
Do you want a gray hat or a pink hat?
Or he could just put it on his shirt too. Do you
I know,
not want a
but-
hat at all?
That's fine. I'll take a hat.
Okay, give the man a hat.
What's your color choice?
Take a gray.
Good choice.
Nice neutral gray.
Here you go, my friend. Enjoy.
All right. Bye, sweetheart.
I'm going to go to bed.
Tell the boys and girls goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bob.
Good luck, Bob.
Thank you.
I didn't get a good luck. Okay. Overhead cam. 3. I'm gonna every once in a while I'll switch to a black camera. So this is I mentioned it earlier, but I'm gonna say it again. This is a basic scenario straight out of the rule book, except that there are only 2 minor plot points and 1 major plot point. Otherwise, we have my force over here. I have a leader. I'll switch cameras here. I have a leader, which is the spider there. I have a sidekick, which is my psychic character right here, with his satellite uplink helmet. And then I have four gangs, one right there, two. Now this green hat mob is an actual mob. So they will only be rolling 1d6. They're not very good. They are new recruits, green recruits, and then another mob there. So I have that group. And Bob is over here. He has 3 battle suits plus a drone. This is the leader and 2 sidekicks. Now, to create these characters, all I did was pulled characters out of the core characters deck. So these are character cards just straight out of the core characters deck. Anytime you want to do just about any kind of setting, you can easily go through there and find stuff. Not always. Oh my gosh. Everyone get a soda. Well, I think I'll go get a soda. Clyde Dashing, if you're buying, I'm drinking. Luckily, Bob brought his own beverage. So, okay. So I'm starting off as the director. I got the Italian forces over there. And so I'm going to get 3 cards. I'll draw mine first because I'm the director. Now, normally the cards would be hidden from each other and I wouldn't reveal them to you. But because we're playing online, we like to reveal them just so everybody at home knows. I drew a focus, a breakaway. That's nice. And a stun. Ooh, that's some good stuff. Bob drew a sidestep. Oh, that's useless. A bad feeling. Oh, that's another bad one. Oh, these are terrible. Oh, and a danger. Completely useless cards. Those won't help him at all. All right. Now, as the director, I get to pick. Do I want, right? Pulp Alley is all about choices. I was explaining that to Bob earlier. Pulp Alley is all about choices. So to figure out who gets to go first, we're not going to roll a dice. We're not going to pull a bean out of a hat. We're not going to draw a card. We're going to let the players decide. So I look at this tactical situation and I think to myself, you know what? I think I want Bob to activate. So, Bob, I'm going to let you activate one of your characters. And now you can look down through your row of characters here and you can say, which character do I want to activate? And this is, you got a good idea just tactically. You have a couple objectives. You got that one that's a ways off. You got one that's kind of nearby. You could send somebody up there to try and capture that. You could start heading out towards the major plot point. Now, the battle suits are armored, and part of the disadvantage, even your drone is armored. Part of the disadvantage to that is that you can only move 6 inches unless you are rushing an enemy, and that means to engage them in a brawl, which you could go up to 12 inches. So there's nobody in range. So the best you're going to be able to do is move 6 inches and then possibly shoot. So he's out of range of that cover. But he could do like we were talking about earlier. He could move 6 inches up here and just from the opening try and fire at something over there. This cat could move up to the cover, and it looks like he would have a shot at the big spider there in the middle. You could move your drone, or this cat could head off towards the objective. Whatever you feel like doing, brother. This is about learning the game. There's no winner and loser. It's all about just having fun today.
All right.
Next time we'll wager some money. No wagering out there. No wagering. Not tonight. No wagering, please. Who do you want to activate?
Let's go ahead and send this drone off to that plot.
Okay.
Let's see what that's all about.
So since he's armored, he cannot move over 6 inches except to rush. So that's basically it. If you wanted to, from there, probably throw some shooting at something over there. In Pulp Alley, there really is. Oftentimes, there's no maximum range. So if you can see something, you can normally shoot at it. There are exceptions to that, but most of the time, people can shoot at whatever they can see. I think you. No. Okay. I think I think these guys are out of your vision here. I think you have a shot at this group here if you wanted to take it.
Okay.
You would have a -1, and that means you'd only be rolling one dice. You're gonna have a -1 because it's over 24 inches. So you would roll one dice, and I would be rolling two dice back at you. I'm not saying it's a great shot, but you could do it.
I think I'll hold off on that
Okay.
for right now.
As the director, I'm going to continue forcing you to activate.
Okay.
And that's a tactical decision. That's not kindness out of my heart, right, boys and girls out there? That is a tactical choice. I want to see what Bob's up to, so I'm forcing him to activate first. So, activate another character for me.
Okay. So, is this guy? He's already activated. He can't activate
He's done.
again.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's done for this turn.
All right. Let's go ahead and we'll have this guy kind of
Okay,
trundle up
so
to the.
He's got a 6-inch move. He can't move over 6 inches except to rush. So he doesn't going to have any cover there. And Pulp Alley, remember, your cover is about using your cover, and he's not in position to effectively use that cover right now because he's too far away from it. But from there, he's got a shot at that group over there if you wanted to throw some shooting that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and take some
Yeah.
shots.
So that was that example that we kind of went through earlier. It's not over 24. So you would normally have 3 die 8 there. I'm going to switch cameras here, boys and girls. Let's see. So let's go to this one just so I could show you what's happening here. So this Battlesuit moved up over here. He's going to be using 3 die 8. That's on the character card there. 3 die 8 to shoot. And I guess they're going to shoot back. So they're going to be rolling 3 die 6 to fire back. And let's see. Let's switch to this camera. And so here's the character that's shooting. And he's shooting clear over to this group over here. So I'm going to put the button out here. And we'll let Bob roll first. 3 die 8. If you want to drop it on that, you can. Okay, he got a 4. Not a great roll there. I can outroll that with my D6s. Oh, now look at that, Bob. Now you're going to have a big choice to make. Remember that you're armored, so you have to decide here, right? You have to decide how dangerous you want to play this. Now, if you let this go through, I'm going to lose a model. I'll automatically lose one of the models out of this unit. But that means you're going to have to roll a 3 die 8 health check, or at least pass a 3 die 8 health check. Do you think you can do it?
I think so.
Okay.
What is this recovery?
That means at the end of the turn, you get to re-roll a failed recovery check. So you have what is it? Damage repair. All right. So he's going to let the damage go through. And that means I'm going to automatically lose a model. They have no cover over here, so I'm going to lose a model out of that. And then Bob's going to have to roll a 3 die 8 health check. He's going to have to pass a 3 die 8, but because he's armored, he gets that in there. Now, 3 of those dice are going to have to get a 4 or better. 3 of them have to be a 4 or better. No.
Ouch.
Okay. So he's going to go ahead and take that ouch. And there it is. All right. Now you've activated 2 characters, and I'm going to continue to force you to activate. I want you to keep going.
Okay.
I want you to keep going.
I'll go ahead and send this guy
Okay.
out here. Now,
All
am I
right.
measuring from base?
Sure.
Oh, okay. And then just.
Yep. Perfect. Yep. That's how you do it. Well done. Now, does he have anything? Can he see? I guess he could see these guys here.
Well, he's right behind that.
Okay.
egg
We want to
keister
say that
thing.
that's blocking it
Yeah.
then? Okay. All right. So no shot. And I'm going to ask you to activate your last character.
Okay.
So tactically, what that does is it gives me the opportunity to see what Bob's up to. It gives me the opportunity to see exactly what Bob is doing. From that point until the rest of the turn, I know that he won't have any other tricks to pull, right? Anything that happens to make me lose control of the initiative will be my own doing at that point. Now the big boss moves up. Oh dear. Oh dear. Now we got something going. All right, boss, what do you want to do?
He's going to take some shots at that group over there. On your
Okay.
right.
He's got a group of characters over here. What kind of dice is he rolling?
Looks like he's got 3d10.
Holy cow. Okay, 3 die 10, and I guess.
Do we need to measure this out?
Oh, I guess we can.
Just for...
Just to make sure it's not over 24, and it is not. Gosh. I think I'm not willing to lose the initiative here, boys or girls. I'm going to declare a dodge, and I'm going to let you go ahead and roll. So I'll probably only roll one dice for dodge. Okay, so he got 3 successes. So now instead of actually rolling to dodge, because there's no way I could block 3 dice with 1d6. Instead of rolling that, I'm going to play the breakaway card. So instead of rolling to dodge, move one of your characters 1 to 3 inches in any direction, and the fight is ended. So we're going to move 1 to 3 inches in any direction, and we'll move them 3 inches straight towards that rock. So they are kicking up some dust and getting moving. Whatever is coming this way, they don't want to be part of it, and they're going to try and get over there and get into those rocks. So that canceled the fight. There. All right, so now all that's left is my characters, and I guess I'm going to take off running here. I was able to hold on to the director through that, and I'm kind of worried now. I guess this group is going to run 12 inches. They're going to get up into these rocks, and I don't want to have anything more to do with you, so that's all they're going to do. I sure would like to cause some more damage to that bot, though. I know I'm over 6 inches from that plot point. My sidekick is a pretty good shooter. Gosh, I don't know what to do here. Thank you. I'm just going to go ahead and move my 6 inches. And this is my one chance to try and damage that dang robot, that dang walker, before he gets a chance to heal up. His damage control systems kick in to try and repair him. I hate to do it. I moved 6 inches, and then I'm going to shoot at you. And I'm going to be rolling 3 die 8 to shoot at you. Now, Bob, you would normally roll 3 die 8 to shoot back. Here's a rule for you. An injured character can never roll dice bigger than their current health. So your current health is D6s. So the best you could do is roll 3 die 6.
Okay.
One of the few combat modifiers in Pulp Alley is called multiple fights penalty. And because this character has already been in one fight this turn, he's going to lose one of his dice.
I see.
So if you want to shoot back at me, you're going to roll 2 die 6. And I'm going to roll 3 die 8. Or you could try to dodge me. in which case you would also roll 2 die 6 because that's what your dodge skill is. Would you like to shoot back or do you want to try and dodge?
I would like to return fire.
Okay, I think that's a good choice. All right, 3 die 8 coming at you. You know, you do have a sidestep, and what that would do is give you a third dice on your dodge. So if you actually wanted to use that in combination with your dodge, you would get 3 die 6. I didn't want to jump over that. I'm not saying that's your best choice. I just didn't want to mislead you there because you have that sidestep in your hand.
I think I'll save that.
Okay. So you're going to shoot back with 2 die 6. I have 3 die 8 coming at you, blasting from his psychic helmet. 5 and a 6. And sir, you have 2 die 6 to roll. You're looking for 4s or better. And you got a 4. Doggone it. I really want to cause damage to him. I really want to cause damage because right now he's injured. If I can get him down, he's at D6 right now. I'm going to have to play it risky here, right? So I'm going to say take them all, and you're going to have to roll. You're going to have to pass a 2 dice health check, but because you're armored, you get that extra dice. Now I'm going to have to pass a 1 dice health check, and I did a 4 or better, and he is okay. You only need 2 successes here. And he got him. Doggone it. I needed that. I needed that, boys and girls. All right. Well, if at first you don't succeed, shoot again. So this group here is going to activate. Now, your danger card couldn't be played when I say somebody's going to activate, and that would make them take a random peril off of the deck. Could be good, could be bad, could wipe them out, they could not get hurt at all. Just you don't know what's going to happen when it gets played. So I guess you let me know. Do you want to play it when I activate them?
Not at the moment.
Okay. So when they activate, they're going to move 6 inches in this direction, and they're going to move up here, and they will be shooting at Mr. Stompy over there. So we're not over 24 inches. They did not run, so they will be rolling 3 die 6 to shoot. 3 die 6 to shoot. Now, Bob, you're going to be down to rolling 1 dice to shoot back at me, right? Because now you've been in another fight, or 2 dice to dodge. What do you think you want to do this time?
I think I'm going to dodge this time.
Okay. And do you want to play your sidestep to get an extra dice in there?
Not at the moment.
Okay. So you're going to be dodging with 2 dice. We'll just use different colors just so we can keep track. So here is the shooting coming at you. A4. Doggone. Okay, Bob. Surely there's no way you can get a 4 on 2 dice. Statistically impossible.
Oh,
look at that. 2 1s. 2 1s, and he will take a hit. And that means he's going to have to pass a 1 dice health check, but he gets to do it on 2 dice. Man, those armored walkers are so tough to bring down. And he passed it. He only needed to make 1, and he did it. Doggone. Cannot stop that fellow. Throwing everything I can at him. And I'm going to throw some more, too. So this mob back here, see my green hat boys, my raw recruits, they know no fear. They're going to run. They're doing I'm going to activate them. Do you want to play danger on them?
No.
Okay. They're going to run a 12-inch run. Look at this. They are running over there. Boys and girls, mobs always roll 1 dice for everything they do. That's the best they can ever do. It's the worst they can ever do. They always roll 1 die 6 for everything they do. Those are my raw recruits. They're shooting. Now, you've completely lost all of your offensive power now. You're going to be down to dodging, and you've still got 2 die 6 to do it with. Here's my shooting. I got nothing, so you don't even have to roll.
Okay.
Well, cheese and crackers. I sure wanted to get him wounded again. Sure wanted to get him wounded again. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to advance over here. Spider McCoy is going to advance 2 dice.
I'll go ahead and play
Oh,
that
danger
now
on
your
him.
spider
Okay.
mech.
Okay. All right. So the danger there, we don't know what it is. It could be some sand that he starts to trip into the sand here and start to get swallowed up a little bit. We draw a peril off the top of the deck. And the challenge is this bottom number down here, and it tells you right there what the challenge is. So he's going to have to roll 1 success with finesse or cunning. So that's a relatively easy one. Finesse is only 2 die 6, but his cunning is 3 die 10, and that's what he'll be using. So I got to get one of these, has to be a 4, and got it. So saving the danger for the big character was risky because the big character has a better chance to pass it. But if it had paid off, that could have been big. It also would have cost me my turn if I would have failed that right there. So it could have been huge. As it is, I'm going to advance up to this Moai like so. And I think I'm going to exchange some hot lead with your boy over there, your leader.
Okay.
So I throw 3 die 10. You also normally roll 3 die 10, but you have been in a fight. You could either throw 3 die 10 back at me, 2 die 10 because you've been in a fight, or you could dodge with 2 die 8. How do you want to play it?
I'll go ahead and return fire.
Yeah, I think that's the right move. Okay. I only got one success with a 10. Doggone it. Needed more than that. And Bob's going to open up with his fire. Shooting back here. A4. He's armored. I'm not armored. Doggone it. But I do have a D12 health. All right. I'm going to go ahead and risk it. Oh, that's so stupid. I can't believe I'm going to do that. I don't want to. Yeah. Okay. I'll do it. So Bob's going to have to pass a 1 dice health check on 2 dice. So if somehow both of those can be a failure, I'll be good. He is armored. So roll both of those and see if try and get either one of them on a 4.
And it's 2 because of the armored.
Yes, that's where you get your. That's actually a bonus dice. It actually helps you in this instance. Okay, so no damage, and I'm only rolling a 1 single die 12, and he passes it as well. Okay. Well, that did not pay off. I have one group over here that is left. I think they were in a fight earlier as well, but I guess I'm going to advance on the major plot point. I'm going to take my 6 inches towards it, full 6. I don't know that I am not going to shoot at you. I'm just going to take my move. I'm a little bit short of my 6 inches to get to it. Well, poot. Okay, that ends the turn right there, boys and girls. That ends the turn. That ends the turn right there. So, take an overhead picture here. So, over here are my troops advancing on this minor plot point here, also trying to advance on his injured Battlesuit over here. Going to try and take that out, but I have a sinking feeling that his damage control systems are going to get him back to full strength pretty quickly. In the center here, I've got a group of infantry regulars advancing on the major plot point, and I have my leader, Spider Tank, moving up on the major plot point too. But look at this. His leader is also moving up on the major plot point. So we could have a big slugfest right here in the middle of the table between those leaders. He also has a drone over here, and he has another battlesuit moving up on this minor plot point over here. All right, that is how we end turn number 1. It's not actually over because you're going to get to roll 1 dice, and if you roll a 4 or better, you are shaking off that damage.
And I'm rolling a d6.
Okay.
Yep. And I get a re-roll for
You
recovery
do. If you
I
fail
need
it, yeah. If you fail it, you're going to get to re-roll. And it is shaken off. So his damage control systems have kicked in. He was sparking a little bit, rerouted some power, and he is back to full strength again. Doggone it. And we're starting turn number 2. So every turn now, we're going to draw cards. So I will draw a card. Unseen Peril is what I add to my hand. Now remember, boys and girls, we play with the cards face up. 1, because this is a learning scenario, and also so that y'all out there know what we're drawing as well. And you drew a distraction. That's a terrible card. You don't need to read that one. That's not going to help you at all.
Do you always draw back up to 3?
No, you just draw 1 at the start of each turn. After turn number 1. Now the situation here again. I ended that turn as the director. So I have to look at this situation and try and decide, do I go first or do I make him go first? And he's a little over 6 inches from that major plot point. Gosh, I hope my troops aren't within 12 inches of him, though. That could be bad. And they are. Okay.
What is the significance of that?
The significance is that the battle suits, because they're armored, they actually have kind of a plodding movement. They can only move 6 inches unless they're going to rush an enemy. And then you can kick in your turbos and you can rush 12 inches. So you could leap completely over that plot point and run over there and just wade through those little fellas with your fists and boots.
Okay.
So that's kind of bad. As the director, though, I have to kind of survey the situation here and decide, do I want to activate first or do I want to make Bob go? I don't think I want to make Bob go this time. I think it would be really, really risky. I need to try and control the situation a little bit here. I feel like, are you guys enjoying this? Let us know in the comments. Type a howdy in there. Who's no betting cans of beans? Who all's on here tonight? If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. Let's see. Let me know if you're type a howdy in there so I know who all's on here. Damian Larson, very nice. It's a special Thursday game. Clyde Dashing, Bride G is on here. Really nice. Thank you, guys. DW on here. A live game of Pulp Alley on a Thursday evening. I hope you all are having fun. Got Bob here. This is his first game of Pulp Alley ever. We're starting turn number 2. I don't think I can let Bob go. But then the other thing I have to watch out for here is if I make a goofy mistake, then that's what allows the director to switch sides. Right, Bob? So there's 2 things that will make the director switch sides. One is if you complete a plot point, like this thing right here that you're almost up on. If you can pass a plot point and capture it, then you become the director and then you get to start making that decision. The other thing is if you clearly win a fight. Clearly winning a fight means that you inflicted injury without suffering an injury. So those are the 2 things that will switch the momentum, and then you will become the director and start getting to call those shots. I'm really worried about out there in the middle. I feel like I want to send my boys onto that plot point, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna do a little sacrifice play here, boys and girls. Watch this. What we're going to do here. They're going to move up. What are the chances that they could pass that plot point? What are the chances? I don't know that they can do it, but I'm going to put them on the far side of the plot point, kind of a blocking position, kind of a sacrificial position. They're going to go there and they are going to attempt this plot point. Now, I think as long as I draw something that has might on it, I'm going to be okay. So we get a random peril. Anytime you attempt a plot point, you have to face a peril first. So this is the dangerous part. And it says 2 successes with cunning or might. Well, with might, because they're a gang, they're going to get 3 dice. And 2 of these are going to have to be a success. Whew, boys and girls, this is a nail biter. This is a nail biter. Let's see if we can do it. 2 successes. Not a single success. So, because I failed that, that means I take 2 hits. And the way it works for a gang is 1, 2. 2 models are removed from play. Well, that went kind of poorly. That went kind of poorly. Okay, let's see what else we could do. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. I'm going to do the exact same thing here. This group of regulars is going to move into contact with this plot point, and I'm going to attempt this plot point. I'll draw my card. The peril is 1 with cunning. Well. They only have 1 dice in cunning, so I've got to get it 4 better. No, and they lose a model. Dang it. The sandstorm is kicking up, and my fellas are getting ate up. Well, I think my sacrificial green hats, my irregulars here, I want to keep them kind of in meat shield position. So they're just going to move up. I want to stay over 6 inches from you, though. They're just going to move up a little bit, something like this, and sit there staring at you in amazement and awe. They go, "Wow, look at that thing!" They're sitting there with their cameras taking pictures of it. Hey, it's one of those guys. We've never seen one before. And I think I'm going to stop there. So, Bob, for your reference and for everybody's reference at home, I want to go ahead and make sure we know who has not activated. So my sidekick has not activated. This group here has not activated. And this fella over here has not activated. I'm a little tired now, and I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to ask Bob to activate a character. Bob, who do you want to activate?
I think that I will activate this little drone.
Your little
guy
drone here. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
he's not particularly good at taking out plot points. He's only got 1 dice in his action skills, but I mean, you could try it. I'm just saying that he's that's not really his forte.
Right.
He doesn't really have a forte. He is armored, though. He could possibly wipe those.
Yeah, I think I want him
middle.
to shoot at those 3
Okay,
guys. There
so
in the center.
I would say a smart move might be to move into cover of this rock here. So if you move up into the cover of this rock, that's going to get you at, we'll call it 6 inches. So that's going to get you an extra dice. So you'll be rolling 3 dice at them, and they will be replying with 2. No, they'll be replying with 3. They'll be replying with 3. You'll be shooting with 3. And I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot back
shoot
at you.
back?
Yeah. So we're gonna go for it here. Oh my
I
gosh!
like that.
That's the end of them. Well, no matter what, they're going to be wiped out. This is where you could be strategic in your blocking. Look at this, boys and girls. Now, a gang, boys and girls, remember this. A gang, they're gonna be completely wiped out if I lose one of my models. If I lose just one model, they're all going to be wiped out because they will lose combat effectiveness. So whether or not he does 3 damage or 1 damage, so I would recommend
Splitting.
blocking 2 of my dice and then letting your last hit through, and that's going to wipe me out, and you're going to be completely safe.
Yep, I like that.
Okay. So he uses his 5 to block my 5. He uses his 5 to block my 4. And then his 5 gets through. I'm obviously not in cover. I'll lose 1 model, and then I will lose the other 2 because I'm no longer combat effective. And that means he clearly won that fight, and that makes him the director. That makes Bob the director. Doggone it. Now, you have a choice. You've only activated one of your characters, and now you can decide, do you want to continue activating, or do you want to make me activate a character? So this is where you kind of look at the table, try and figure out, how you think this turn is going to play out, and try and make a decision here, which way you think it'll go. I have 3 characters that have not activated. Or do you want to go?
I think I'm going to activate this guy.
Okay.
And
go for that plot point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's going to just
Okay.
move up.
So the first thing that happens is you have to avoid the bugs. The alien bugs are coming out to him. So that is the peril part of it. So this is the dangerous part. Yep,
So
one
I
off
got
the
one of
top.
these.
One off the top. And you're going to have to roll 2 successes with might or cunning. So you look at your character card there, and you say might or cunning, and they're both 2 dice 6. That means both of the dice. Oh, he's looking at his cards. He's got a bad feeling in his hand. He's got a bad feeling. So what that would do is right now you could pass this if you rolled 2 successes. You can play the bad feeling. We can get rid of this card, and you can take a different one.
I think I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. He says he's got a bad feeling. He's got a bad feeling about that. So he wants a different card, and it is, how about 1 with might?
I like that.
That he likes better. He's got 2 dice 6 in might. 2 dice 6 in might, and he only needs 1 of these. He only needs 1.
Oh.
No. So that's going to end. The bugs start eating through the armor. You're going to take 1 hit. That means you're going to get to roll 2 die 8. And you only need to get 1 of these has to be a success. Only 1 of them has to be a success. And you pass it. So you were not injured, but the bugs do not allow you to investigate the nest. And he is held up there. That will end his activation. Now, do you continue activating, or do you make me go?
I'll go ahead and let you activate.
Okay. Well, I don't like that. I guess I'm going to activate my sidekick, and he's going to move up into contact with the uplink, satellite uplink here. And I'm going to attempt the plot point. So I'm going to try to interface with the uplink.
Would I play this?
Oh, yes. As soon as I activate. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. As soon as I activate, he throws a distraction on me. And now I've got a -1 to my might, finesse, and cunning. So there is some interference. There's the sand is interfering with my uplink here. And I'm going to have to roll. I didn't draw my peril yet. I'm still going to do it. Here's my peril. 1 with finesse. 1 with finesse. I normally have 2 dice in finesse, but the distraction takes 1 of my dice away, and that gives me 1 dice. You know what? I'm tired of blowing all these rolls, so I'm going to play my focus now and get that dice back. So I'm going to roll 2 dice, and I need to get 1 of them. And I got it. So I got past the peril, and now I'm going to draw a challenge for the plot point. And the plot point challenge is 1 with might. And again, I have two dice 6, except the distraction, boys and girls, lasts for the entire activation. So for the challenge to get the uplink, it's stuck and he's trying to hammer it, trying to break it loose, which is always good with electronics. And that's just a little tip from me to you. If you have something that's not working, I always suggest a hammer to fix it. So I got to get 1 success on 1 dice. I could do that. I can do that all day long. Watch this roll right here, boys and girls. Boom. There it is. There it is. So the plot point is completed. The plot point is completed. So the satellite uplink has been established. Bob, mix these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards up. I'm going to draw a reward card and add it to my sidekick. So it says that once per turn, I can discard to gain a +1 shoot or finesse. Okay. So that is my reward for completing that plot point. And that's only my sidekick, boys and girls. That is only the sidekick. That they're the character that completed that. All right. So that was going to make me the director again. I completed the plot points. That makes me the director. And now I'm going to ask Bob to activate.
Okay.
So I still have 2 characters that I have not activated. All right, Bob. I think you have 2 characters that have not activated. You have your leader and your sidekick over there. What do you think you want to do? Who's going?
I think the leader. He's going to advance towards that.
Okay. He's got a 6-inch move.
Right up in there.
Now, does he shoot?
Yeah, I believe he's going to shoot at your little spider mech there.
All right. So I'm in cover, though. I'm in cover. You're going to have 3 die 10 to shoot at me. I'm going to have 3 die 10 shooting back. And I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to, let's do it. Okay. Yeah. I'm looking at cards. I don't have anything I want to play. So here we go. 3 die 10 versus 3 die 10. 3 successes. Yuck. That's not what we wanted to see. One success. Piss and vinegar. Okay, so here's an interesting situation, Bob. He got 3 successes, but none of them is high enough to stop my 10. And that's what we would call a take-em-all situation, is the unofficial term. You can't find that in the book anywhere, but that's what this is. Even if he wanted to block, he could not block because none of his dice is high enough to handle what I'm doing over here. And that means I'm going to take 3 hits. Boom. And he's going to take 1 hit, and he's going to have to try and pass that on 2 dice. If either one of these dice is a 4, he's not injured. And he got it. The 7 protects him. That armor is so hard to beat. All right. Well, I've got D12 for health. That's right, boys and girls. D12s. So, and passed it, all 3 of them. Okay. So I did not lose the initiative there, and I'm going to continue trying to force you to activate. So your last character must now activate. Okay. I'm going to remove this satellite uplink just to show that it's been captured. So that information has been downloaded into his files. The
Okay.
last character, what's that? What's this Battlesuit gonna do over here?
I think he's just going to.
This is a live game. There's no editing going on here, boys and girls. You're seeing the game as it happens. This is in the raw.
He's gonna move out here
Okay.
and take some shots at your.
It's a rule, and just so you know, you always have to engage the nearest enemy. So
Okay.
it's gonna be these guys. I don't know if you wanted to brawl them.
It's the same.
Okay. All right. So they would
Knowing-
actually get a. What are you saying?
Knowing that, I might then
Okay.
stay
Do
where
something
I
different.
was and then just
Maybe
shoot
even
at
move
them.
up to the rock, just so if any more shots come at
Oh.
you, you can say you're in cover.
That's a good idea.
To use some of that terrain to your advantage.
I'll go ahead.
And from there, you're going to get a short range bonus.
I like some of that.
So that's going to get you up to 4 die 8.
4 die 8 against the.
And guess what my guys roll? 1 die 6. That's all they ever get to roll. That's the most dice they roll. That's the least dice they roll. They always roll 1 die 8. That is a mob. It can be modified by fortune cards, but that's the only thing. Otherwise, they ignore all other modifiers and only roll 1 dice. They will be shooting back with their 1 dice. Quite likely to get wiped out here. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, 3 successes is bad. That's a bad roll. That could be a wipe. And they got nothing in return. That means they're going to lose 3 casualties. 1, 2, 3. They're no longer combat effective. And the last 2 take their commemorative photos and head back to the barracks. They're done for the day. And
Since I won
that
that combat.
yes,
unscathed.
indeed. Yes, indeed. That makes you the director now. So we're going to put the director over there for you. And now you have to ask me to activate, but
Yes.
I'm the only player that has anything left. I'm the only player that has anything left. So what I want to do here is I want to try and get that director away from him before this turn ends. And I don't know that I have anybody that can get it done. I don't think I have anybody that can get that done. Maybe the boss. Maybe my leader can get it done. If we went leader on leader, you are a beefy leader. You are a beefy boy. I don't know that I like the idea of brawling with you, but I don't know that I have another choice. Gosh, I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. I think I might do it anyway. All right, we're doing it. I'm going to activate my... That's so stupid. Don't do that. I'm over 6 inches. Otherwise, I would just move up there and grab that plot point. And I can't get that. If I can't get the initiative away from him, then he's going to start off with the initiative. Doggone it. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run, and I'm going to go sit on top of the plot point. And I'm going to end my activation there. That's all he's going to do.
Okay.
Just trying to defend the plot point. Right now, I've got 1 victory point, and he's got none. If it ended right now, I'd have it. I still have this small group of fellas here loitering back behind this rock. Well, there's no way they can beat him in a firefight. They have to try, don't they? No. No, I'm not gonna play that game. Instead, I need some help on this other flank. Instead, they're gonna run 12 inches this way. And I'm going to scoot some of the terrain around to my advantage.
Naturally.
And that's it. Doggone it. Boy, I tell you what, I ended that turn without the initiative. And we're going to be starting this new turn with Bob in control of the initiative. All right. So that ends the turn. We don't have any recovery checks. Nobody's injured right now. That's going to end the turn. We're going to both draw a new card. Bob gets the first card because, doggone it. Bad news: when an enemy takes a hit, you can use this card to give them an extra hit. So
Okay.
adds an extra point of damage. And I drew a stay well. Well, that's some yummy candy for Daddy right there. Okay. Now, Bob, as we start turn 3, you are the boss and you get to decide, do you want to activate or do you want to make me go? Now, the reason I jumped on top of this thing is because you cannot move within an inch of an enemy unless you're going to fight them, unless you're going to engage them. And what that does is it prevents you from going up there and stealing that vault out from underneath me without dealing with Mr. Spider. You know, he's trying to stop you from getting the plot point is what he's doing. You got 2 guys, though. I don't know if this one could come over and try and throw some shots at the spider. I don't know how you want to play this. You also have this. Now, since you're the director, this is like a ball sitting at at the hole on a hanger on a pool game or something. This is an easy one to complete. In theory, it's an easy one. You don't have to take this shot first. Right. You don't have to try and take this shot first. Right. So you could save that, in case something else happens during the turn and you want to get the initiative back. You could try and go after this. I don't know which way you want to go. Maybe you make me go. Maybe you.
Well, here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
If I shoot at your leader with my drone.
Yeah.
Would that put a negative penalty on your leader because he had been in combat once before? So I think that's what I want to do first.
And this is what's going to happen. There is I'm going to obliterate your drone and turn it into a piece of wreckage that'll just like fall to the ground. You're not going to injure me at all because I am going to outroll you. You're going to roll nothing, and I'll beat you, and then I'll steal the initiative back.
Okay, but what penalty would you be at when I engage you with my?
I'll be at a -1. I'll be at a -1. I don't think it's a bad move. It's a dangerous move. You're risking. The big risk is that you'll turn over the initiative and I'll become the director. Maybe that's not a big deal though. Yeah. Giving me that penalty. You see what he's doing there? He's going to try and give me that penalty. So when his other folks come in on me, and I don't have a lot of dice to spare, so giving me that penalty could be pretty big, especially if you could even get damage on me. If you can get a hit, then you could even add an extra hit in there.
Right. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do.
Okay. I think when you activate your drone, I'm going to play Unseen Peril on it.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask your drone to face a random peril. So we're going to draw a card here, and the drone's going to have to roll 1 success with finesse. Drone has 1 dice in finesse.
Okay.
So all you got to do is roll a 4 or better, and everything is hunky-dory. As long as you can roll less than a 4, there we go. The injury. Now you're going to have to roll a successful health check. You're going to get a second dice because you are armored. And you only have to pass with 1 of those 2 dice. One of those 2 dice has to be a success.
No.
Neither of them is a success, and the drone goes down. The drone is injured. It will get a recovery check at the end of the turn. You are still the boss. Look at that. My psychic attack from the spider droid. I think that's what wiped him out over there. Ran into that rock because he was so scared of me. You're still boss, though. You still have 3 characters to activate, or you could say you activate something.
Let's see here. I'll go ahead and activate this guy here.
Now, this is my sidekick in front
Yep.
here. So he would be your nearest target. So you can either choose to rush me. Either way, I'll probably end up shooting back. I do have a fairly decent dodge, but
So you can shoot when engaged?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Defensive fire. Even if you rushed me, I could choose to use my shooting skill because you started over 3 inches away.
I see.
And that would allow me to shoot.
Okay. My brawl and my shoot is the same,
Mhm.
so I might as well just shoot at you.
Okay. Are you happy with where you're located? You think you would want to move up to these rocks?
I think I want to do that, yeah.
Okay, so a 6-inch move will get you up to these next group of rocks. And from there, would still give you cover. And now you're within 6 inches, so that's going to get you an extra dice. So that'll put you up to 4 die 8.
4d8.
Gosh. I guess I'm going to declare to be shooting back. I would normally roll 3 die 8. I'm also at short range, so that'll give me a 4th dice. And I'm going to use my reward card. My reward card says that if I discard, and I'm going to discard my stunned to give me an extra +1 shoot until the end of the turn. So I'm gonna put a button on there to help me remember that I used it, that I activated it, and that'll put me up to 5d8. But I will not have armor, nor do I have any cover. That's the best I can do. I got 5d8 coming back at you. 3 successes. That was way more than I wanted to see. I would have been accepting if you'd have rolled 0. Man, that was okay. So
Not
against
bad.
4 successes. So now you are the boss here. You get to decide this. Remember, you have the advantage of armor. So if he wanted to, he could block 1. 2 would be the most he could block because the 4 cannot block anything because it's not high enough. The 4 is not high enough to block with anything that I rolled. See, it's got to be equal or higher. Or you just say take them all and count on your armor and your cover to protect you.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just take them all. So
Yeah.
that means you're going to take 4 hits and you're going to get to roll 5 dice and take the 4 that you want. I'll have to pass a 3 dice health check. All right, roll big. So if there are 2 failures, then
3 failures.
yeah, okay. So the cover, the hill is not going to help him in this situation because he rolled too many failures. So the cover won't count, and he is going to take an injury. So now my fella, instead of rolling that dice, I'm going to use my stay well card, and I'm going to say I automatically passed the health check.
Oh.
So there it is. The check is passed automatically, and I draw a fortune card. So it's passed, and I got drew a warmed up card. Okay. Wow, that is so rough. That made me the director, didn't it? So I caused an injury and didn't suffer one, and you've actually activated everybody except your boss?
Correct. And this guy over here.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you to activate.
Okay. What is that card right there? The stunned.
Mm,
Was that a
that's the
discard for
one that
something?
Okay. That's the one that I discarded to get that orange button there. So I'm gonna go ahead and discard it now.
Okay.
All right, good.
Then so you're
So
having
I'm
me
going to ask you to
activate?
activate.
Okay.
Yeah. That was really dumb.
I'll go ahead and engage this plot point.
Okay.
So for that, I draw a fortune card.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So the peril, the dangerous part, is a
I
free
like that.
pass. Automatically passed his peril. Now the plot point is 1 with cunning, and he has 2 dice 6 in cunning. Double checking to make sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. 2 dice 6. 2 dice 6. Just roll it over here. Oh. Now, once a challenge for a plot point is revealed, it will remain the same and it will not change. So that is the challenge for that plot point.
Okay.
It will not change. You will have to face another peril every time. Wow. I can't believe he missed that. Okay. Well, I have to correct my screw up from last turn. And I haven't activated anybody, have I?
I don't believe so.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and activate my boss,
Okay.
and I'm going to attempt the plot point. So here is the peril. The peril is 2 with finesse or cunning. You don't get to be a boss without being cunning, boys and girls. So 3 die 10, and I only need 2 of these. Easy peasy. Watch this. Boom. Got it right there. Oh, son of a biscuit.
Spoke too soon.
Son of a biscuit. So that means I suffer 2 hits on D12s because and a failure, boys and girls. Oh my God. The pain, the pain, the pain, the suffering. Wow, that could not have gone any worse. I'm still the director, however, and I'll ask you to activate now that I've injured myself. now that I've injured myself for you.
All right.
Dang it.
Wow. The leader is fairly good at brawl.
Yeah.
So I will go ahead and engage.
Close that distance. Okay. Now the shooting option is not going to be available to me. I'll either have to brawl you or dodge. So what kind of dice are you throwing with the brawl skill?
Got 4d10.
4d10 in brawl. Yikes. Yikes. All right. Well, Spider Tank normally rolls 3 die 12.
What is fierce?
That's already included. And it's the reason that you have a 4 dice in brawl instead of 3. So he normally rolls 3 die 12 to brawl, but he's been in a fight because no, I wasn't in a fight because that drone exploded. Yeah, ran into the hill. So I haven't been in a fight. The injury, I can ignore it because I have muscles of steel and my injuries do not affect my might or my brawl skill. So I will roll 3 die 12 to brawl back. So 3 die 12 versus 4 die 10. I'm still the director. Oh man, this is bad. Okay, let's see what you can get here. Oh, that's some hits. Didn't want to see those. A 10, a 5, and a 4. Bob is the active character here. Oh my gosh. All right, Bob, you want to add an extra yummy on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and use that. Okay. So that means I'm going to take 4 hits instead of 3, and I'm going to have to roll a 4 dice health check. Bob's only going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. He gets a bonus dice because he is armored. Oh my gosh. You are the active character, so you can roll first. Only needs 1 of these. Easy peasy. I've got to make all of these. All of these have to be a 4 or better. Not surprising. Failed it and suffered another injury. Now my health is down to D8. So I started at a D12. That took me down to a D10. This takes me down to a D8. Oh, but it's recovery time, isn't it? No, I still have one group that has not activated. That's the card in my hand. I have one group that hasn't activated. What are the chances that they could actually injure your leader? That's a terrible move, isn't it? Is that the worst possible move I could possibly think of? Right now, Bob is the director. He captured the director right there when he injured my leader without suffering an injury. So he's the leader now. He's the director. Well, no. I haven't activated anybody
Yeah,
except my leader, huh?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna try and do my sidekick. Doggone it. I think he's my best chance. So he's gonna move up into the hill here as well. And then I'm gonna fire at you again. So um you've been in a fight.
Mhm.
We've both been in a fight. So let's figure up the shooting here. Do you want to shoot or do you want to dodge?
I'll shoot back. I'll
Okay,
be at
so
a D6.
because he's injured, he's going to be at D6s, and you would lose a dice from the previous fight, but you're going to gain it back because of the short range bonus, and you're going to get 3 die 6 to shoot with. I'm not injured, and I would normally roll 3 die 8. The short range is going to give me an extra dice, and because I paid for the satellite uplink bonus, that's going to give me another dice, and then I lose one because of the previous fight. And I'm going to go ahead and play my warmed up, and I'm going to ignore that penalty. So I'm going to keep that dice. So I'll have 5 dice coming at you. You'll have 3 die 6 of shooting back at me. So we're both going to have cover here on these rocks. And he's got his dang armor that has been protecting him like crazy. And look at all those failures. Nice. Crap. All right, got a 7 and a 4. Bob, let's see if you can roll even worse than that. No hope at all. I'm going to have to say take them all. I have I can't hold back here. I'm just going to have to say take them all. So you're going to take 2 hits. That means you're going to roll, you have to get 2 successes on 3 dice. I'm going to have to get 3 successes on 3 dice. And my cover is not going to help me because I rolled 2 failures, boys and girls. And that's enough to give me a POW. Doggone it. So I'm not going to be able to get the initiative away from him no matter what because I just took an injury. Bob needs 2 successes on these dice. And he got them. He got the 2 successes he needed, and he is not injured. All right. Well, we're just going to keep going crazy here now. So this group is going to move 6 inches this way. And they're going to just shoot at him. They would normally get 2 dice. They'll get an extra dice because of the short range. What are you going to have? You've been in 2 fights now, and you have a short range bonus. So that would still keep with 2 dice to shoot at me if you wanted to. 2 die 6. So I moved around here to get away from his cover, so he won't have any cover here. You could get an extra dice with your sidestep. Yep. 2 dice to shoot back. I think that's a smart move.
Yeah, I think
He's going to use this. He's going to go ahead and dodge here, and he's going to use his sidestep to get an extra dice in there. All right. Here is these different colors, just so they're different. So A4. Wow. A4 I got. Bob, you got 3 dice to dodge with, and one of your dice has to be a 4. Only one of them, sir. Only one. And none of them are. None of them are a dodge. So that means you do take the hit. One of these two has to be a 4 now. This is his health check.
Oh.
And he stops it. Doggone. So close. All right. I still have one group that hasn't activated, and those are that fellow's over there. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and I don't think there's any way that they can take out his boss or even cause an injury, but I'm going to try it anyway. If he has enough oomph to kill two of these characters or two of these models, I'm going to lose the whole group. But I have to throw something at him here. So I'm going to be going up there and brawling you with 2 dice. Leader, you've been in how many fights? 2?
Just the
1? Just the one? Just the one, huh? And you're not even injured, so you can brawl him with 3 die 10, I think. Have you only been in one fight?
Can't remember if your leader fought me this turn.
No, I don't think he did. I think he went after the plot
Oh,
point.
okay.
Okay. You want to brawl back?
Yes.
Okay, so he's going to be throwing 3 die 10. My little fella's got nothing. Oh. Oh. All right, roll big.
Let me just step on these guys.
I know. 3 successes and they're
Squish.
wiped, squished. Oh. And they're gone too. All right. That ends the turn, and we have recovery checks. So every injured character in play is going to get to roll a recovery check, and I have 2. So I'm going to roll for my boss, and he fails. He's going to remain injured. And I'm going to roll for my sidekick, and he remains injured. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Use that dice. It's a good one.
Yeah.
You only have 1 in. No, you have 2. Who are you rolling for first?
I'll go ahead and do this.
Okay.
This guy
Need a
over
4 or
here,
better?
and I get a reroll
Yes,
for
you
recovery.
do. Yes, you do. Damage control
And I
systems.
need- I-
Get your
I
reroll.
don't like that die.
What? That's the one. Use that
I
dice.
know,
Go back to that dice.
It's probably been primed and ready to pay off.
Oh,
There we go.
shakes it off. All right. Now you can see if your drone will get up over there. Your drone is currently down. And it's up as well. Boys and girls, this fight is going really bad, really bad. That's going to end the turn. We're starting turn number 4, and we're going to draw cards. Bob, you are the director, and that's going to give you a danger. It's a random peril off the top of the deck
Okay.
when I activate somebody. And I drew a trip up, so
That sounds fancy.
not as helpful as I would have liked.
Hmm.
Okay, buddy. We'll do a quick recap here on the overhead cam. So the Cooner Beans Sky Cam. Over here we have a Battlesuit who's working really hard on trying to get this, investigate this alien egg pile over here for the bioweapons department. He's got his drone here. He's got his leader is up on the vault, fighting my leader who's up on the vault. And he has another sidekick Battlesuit over here, uh, taking on my remnants. And all honesty, I think he's got this game pretty much sewn up. The points wise, I'm still winning. I've still got 1 victory point to his 0. So all I have to do is somehow avoid dying and let him not get any points. But there's no way that this guy over here can't get this. I think he would
say
be able
that,
to.
but
All right, Bob. Now you got to look at this situation. You have to decide: are you going to activate, or do you want me to go? This is 15 minutes. Well, you're thinking I'm going to blather a little bit. This is 15 millimeter sci-fi, but it is Pulp Alley. The character cards are nothing more than cards that I picked out of the core characters deck. I picked out one that I wanted to represent the battle suits. I picked out one that I wanted to represent the tank. These are characters out there. They're not vehicles. We're not using the vehicle rules. These are simply, leader level and sidekick level characters used to represent the big beefy stuff. And then I used gangs to represent the infantry, which is by this point almost completely gone. Bob, do you think you want to activate, or do you want to make me go?
I would like to activate.
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt this plot point again.
Okay. All right.
So let's see what peril.
So
we're looking
when
at.
you activate, your peril is 1 with finesse. You have
One
2
with
dice 6.
finesse.
You have 2 dice 6. If I remember
I
right.
believe 3d8.
Oh, doggone it. That is not what I wanted to hear. 3 die 8, and he only needs 1 success here. 1 success. Is there any possible way that he can make this?
Whoop.
That's okay. He got it. So he got the 1 that he needed. So that's done. And now the plot point challenge was already revealed, and he needs to roll 1 with cunning.
Which is 2.
And that is 2 dice 6. And he only needs 1 of these.
Oh,
And you got it. So that ties us up. That ties us up now. Both of us have a plot point. And you're going to get a blue card. Add that to that sidekick over there.
scenario reward. Instead of rolling a recovery check for this character, you may discard to automatically pass the check.
Okay. All right. So that only applies to that sidekick over there. So you are still the boss, and you have 3 characters left. I haven't taken out any of his stuff. Mine is getting chewed to pieces over here. Look at my pile of dead. He has all of his characters left to activate, 3 characters left to activate, and I only have 3 characters left in play.
So if I activate this drone, I have to somehow get closer to that squad if I want to attack them.
Not necessarily. What would you like to do? Would you like to shoot at him?
I would.
Okay.
But I knew that
So-
they're not the closest
Yep.
to me.
Except this model may be ignored because it's engaged.
Oh,
So now you can ignore this one for shooting purposes. So you could
Okay.
actually move. You could actually shoot from where you are and stay in cover, and just try to shoot them down from there.
okay. Yeah, because that's definitely not 24 inches.
No.
So, yes, that's what I would
Just
like
stay
to
in
do.
cover. So the armored drone that he has in those hills over there activates. All right, I'm gonna say I'm holding on to my card, so I'm not gonna play it, and we'll go straight to the fight. I think that drone normally rolls 2 dice 6.
Yes.
I don't see any other cards, so I'm gonna have my folks shoot back with 2 dice 6. I think I can win this fight. This is my turn. This is the turn that. Oh, good God! This is the turn that I turn it around. Okay, and I'll go ahead and lose 2 models, blip, blip, and they are no longer combat effective, and I lose all my guys. Yep, this is the turn. This is the turn that I turn it around. So you have activated 2 characters, and you are still the boss. You want to activate somebody else, or make me go?
I'll go ahead and activate.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead.
Now, I'm going to let you know that my sidekick, my psyker over here,
Mhm.
has no brawl skill at all. He cannot brawl.
Okay.
He has no dice in brawling.
So I could just go pummel him.
Well, yeah, that wouldn't be nice, though, so I don't think you would do that. You always have to play nice.
Oh, is that right?
Uh-huh. It's one of
Okay.
the rules.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
going to go ahead and engage
Okay.
your
Blip, blip,
sidekick
blip, blip,
character.
blip. Yeah.
who's-
And that the terrible thing here is that poor little fella is the guy that's carrying my plot point. So if I
Yes.
lose that, that's going to put me in a lot of trouble. I'm going to have to choose to dodge because that is my only option. He was too close for me to shoot, so that's completely out of the question. So I have to resort to dodging. What's your brawl skill on that guy?
3 die.
Oh, good God. I do have a dodge of 4 die 8, but mathematically that's barely puts us on even footing. So let's see what you can do with your 3 die 8. 2 8s. Oh my gosh. Now, I've got to get a couple 8s here. And I got 2 8s. So that'll block one, that'll block the other, and successfully dodged. When you, if you choose to dodge and you avoid taking any hits, like he just did, you may choose to disengage by moving 1 inch away. And that's what I'll do. I'm going to move 1 inch away from you and your big punchiness. You are still the boss. You can continue to activate, or you can make me go.
No, I'll go ahead and
You have the boss
put
fight.
some blows on that.
All right. You have like 4 die 10. Is that
4
right?
die 10, correct.
Who comes up with this stuff? 4 die 10, and I'll be rolling 3 die 12 to fight back. No. Yes. 3 die 12, and the reason is because he has muscles of steel, and his injuries do not slow his fighting down. So, oh, good God. Oh, the pain. 3 die 12. 2 successes. You decide how you want to play that, though. You're not even injured at this point, and I've got 2 injuries against me. At this point, if it was me, I would probably just say take it all.
Yeah.
And even if you got injured, it doesn't really matter that much compared to if I get injured. So I'm going to have to roll a 4 dice health check, and I'm down to D6s. Is that right? Or D8s? That put me down to D10. That put me down to D8. Okay, so I'm at D8. So 4 die 8. 4 die 8. And you're going to have to roll a 2 dice health check, but you'll get 3 dice to do it with. I'll go ahead and roll mine just because I have the dice in my hand and I passed it, boys and girls. This is the turn I turn it around right here. And you passed it as well. He needed 2 successes, and he got it. That's where the armor kicks in. All right, well, he's activated all of his characters, so now my characters have to activate, and all I have left are these 2 characters. I have my Pisker and my Spider Tank. That's all I have left. That's all I got. And as soon as Spider Tank activates, he's going to have to fight again. Boy, hate that. Well, I have to protect my plot point. I can't afford to lose this thing. So I think I'm just going to run 12 inches.
Look out for that danger.
Oh, he hits me with a danger, and I'm going to have to take a random barrel. This could kill me right here. It is 2 with cunning or might, and I have a cunning 4 die 8. All right, well, I got to get 2 of these. Come on, I can get 2 of them.
Are they 8s or 6s?
No, they should be 6s. They should be 6s. Thank you. Dang it. Let a guy cheat once in a while, will you? So I still need 2 successes. Still got it. Okay. So he avoided the danger. I guess I'm going to move 6 inches. I'm going to scurry back to the other side of this a little plot of plotness here. And then I'm going to use my deductive ability, my satellite uplink, and draw another fortune card. Blip. And it's a bad luck. Okay. All right. The last character I have to add. Now I have to activate my leader here. Yuck. So as soon as I activate, a fight is going to start. And I'm either going to be rolling 2 die 12 to brawl or 2 die 6 to dodge. I'll do my 2 die 12. Okay.
Are they D12s or D8s?
They are D12s because he has muscles of steel, so he
okay.
ignores the injury penalties. So he's going to stay up at D12s. And then you, I'm down 1 because of the previous fight, and you will have 3 die 10 if you wanted to brawl me. which is what you want to do, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here's my attack. Here's my attack. A4, good God. Wow. The pay. And he gets an 8. So that is a take a ball situation. I couldn't block it even if I wanted to. So I'm going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. He's going to have to pass a 1 dice health check, but he'll get to use 2 dice to do it. Here's my 1. And I passed mine. This is where it turns around for me right here. 2 fail. Oh, and his armor protects him. He is not injured. That ends the turn. Recovery time. You don't have anything to roll for. I have my sidekick. Wow. And I have a leader. Okay. Leader is crawling back. My poor little sidekick over here with one little injury still remaining on him. He's about to get blown apart. That ends the turn. We're going to be starting turn number 5. Turn number 5. And Rob is going to get the first card. You drew a steady aim. Steady aim.
Okay.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I drew an I'm all right. I just pulled that right out of my pocket. Did you boys or girls see me do that? Sleight of hand. Just pulled it right out of my pocket. That lets me automatically pass a health check or a recovery check. So that'll be nice. Rob, you are the boss here.
Okay.
You've got to get me off of that plot point, or you've got to make me drop that plot point over there. I don't know if you want to activate or if you want to make me go.
I do want to activate.
Okay. When you activate, I'm going to play bad luck, and it's going to make you discard one of the cards out of your hand at random.
Okay.
I think it'll be that one. So I'm going to get rid of his steady aim, and you may continue your activation.
All right. I think I'm going to chase you down around this.
Okay. When you activate him, I'm also going to give you a trip up, so he cannot move over 3 inches.
Okay.
So hits a patch of sand. Remember that patch of sand that was over there? All right. You hit a patch of sand, and you can't move over 3 inches.
Over 3 inches. Wow.
He's going to try and get around my cover. That ain't going to get you there, though, is it? I mean, you could see me. I'm not going to say it, but I'll still have some cover.
Yeah.
And that's going to protect me. It's going to be big time.
Right, yeah, I'll just go right out to there.
Okay. Good. All right. And you may
I
shoot.
would like to shoot, please.
Dang it. Boys and girls, he's a good shooter. But this is not the time. This is not the time. I've got to try and stay alive. I'm going to try everything I can. So I'm going to be throwing I'm going to be throwing dodge here, boys and girls, to try and keep my fella alive. I would normally have D8s, but I'm injured, so I'll only be able to roll 4 dice 6. He gets a 7, of course. So there's no way I could stop his 7 with anything I have. Maybe my 5 will stop his 5. Can't do anything about his 7 on with D6s. Do you see the power of the big dice? I can't stop it no matter what I did. So that 4 is useless. I'm going to take that hit. I have a D6 for health now. I failed it. I get to use my cover now. And I failed that as well. And I'm down. Boys and girls. Chachi is down. And I lose my satellite uplink. And my reward is gone as well. Oh my gosh. So even if I get up, I'm not going to have a plot point. You are still the boss.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to have this drone guy just zip out if I need to fire it.
Well, you can't shoot at a model that's engaged with a friendly character.
Okay.
You could go up there and brawl me.
Yeah.
I mean, you have 2 dice in brawl and in dodge, either one. Dang it, why didn't I use my I'm all right? That was so stupid.
All right. Yeah, he'll go ahead and I have. Oh, I guess I can rush.
Yep. So it couldn't normally move over 6 inches, but it'll get there that way. Okay. So you are there. So you'll roll 2 dice, and I'll roll 3 die 12 to try and hit you back. 2 successes. Brutalized by a drone. 2 successes back at you. How do you want to play it? You can't stop the 6, but you could stop the 5. Or you just say take them all.
Yeah, just take it.
Yeah. So he's going to have to roll a 2 dice health check. You are going to have to roll a 2 dice health check, but you get to do it with 3 dice because you are armored. And this time you didn't make it, so he is down. I'm rolling d10s because I actually recovered. Got 2 hits and failed one of them, and I'm injured again. Doggone it. You are still the boss, sir. You still have 2 characters to activate, or you can make me go.
I'll go ahead and activate this guy.
Okay.
But I don't imagine I can get to you.
Oh, with a 12-inch run, I'm not sure. Yeah, you're right. He's a little bit short. Yep. So he'll move 6. And he won't be able to shoot, but he'll definitely be in range to get in there next turn. Now,
travels with him? Or do
you
I
can just put it
off
on the
board?
card, yeah, just to show that he's
Okay.
picked up a sample from the alien.
Then I'll go ahead and activate
Okay.
my final guy to
4 die
do some
10.
punching.
4 die 10, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And I'm going to punch back with 2 die 12.
Okay.
Three successes. One success. You get to call it.
That's fine. You can go ahead and take it.
Okay, so I'm going to take 3 hits. I'll go ahead and use my. I'm all right here, so I'll automatically pass the health check, and you'll take 1 hit, so you'll get to roll 2 dice to pass it. And you did. Okay, and then I'll have to activate.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 dice to dodge now.
Okay.
So you can punchify him back with 3 die 10.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I won't even bother to roll because there's nothing I can do about D10s or the 10s that he rolled. So that means he'll automatically get through, and I'll have to roll a 2 dice health check. I'm down to D8s. And now I'm down to D6 health. Okay. That ends the turn. No, yeah, that was me activating. That ends the turn. That's all I had left. So, recovery checks. Here's a recovery check for my sidekick. He recovers and stands back up. Here's a recovery check for my boss. He recovers, shakes off an injury. Use that dice. That's the good dice.
Do I have a recovery?
You got the drone.
Oh, yes, the drone.
You got the drone.
Oh.
Failed, and the drone is gone.
Is out.
Yep. Okay, so
Served his purpose.
Last turn of the game. Last turn of the scenario. You are still the director. You're going to buy some time to your hand. When you pass a challenge, you can either draw 2 cards or extend the game by a turn. And I drew a misfortune. Okay. All right. And you are the boss.
Okay.
So at this point, Bob is winning right now. He's holding a minor plot point back here. I'm sitting on top of the major plot point. It's still fairly safe. Over there, over here, my sidekick dropped the uplink, but he has recovered, so there's still a chance that he could get it back. So we'll just have to see how that plays out over there. Bob is the director, though, so let's see what Bob decides to do.
I'm going to go ahead and activate.
Okay. Who's activating?
This guy right here is going to go ahead and
Okay.
engage.
All right.
With
going
the
into the
leader.
boss.
Yeah, we're just
Okay.
going to gang up on you.
Yep. All right. You roll 3 die 8. Is that right?
3 die 8, correct.
3 die 8. Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and fight you with 3 die 12.
Okay.
And 8. So 3 die 12. 6 and then 11. Is it a take 'em all situation?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is a take 'em all situation. So I'm going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. I'm down to D8s now. And he'll have to pass a 2 dice health check, but he'll get a 3rd dice to do it. So 2 of those have to be a success. And they are. And how many hits did you give me? Was it 1? Yeah, 1 D8. Right? Am I wrong?
1 or 2. I don't know.
Oh, dog.
What does the chat say?
Okay, I passed. Maybe I cheated you there. I don't know. We'll know when we go back and watch the video. Yeah. Maybe I cheated him there. I can't. I think you only got 1.
What does the chat say? Anybody remember?
Anybody remember? Okay. All right. You are still the boss.
Okay. I'll go ahead and activate my leader.
Okay. Leader activates. 4 die 10.
Yep.
4 die 10. I guess I'm fighting. So 2 die 12 now. 3 successes. I got 2.
I think we did that. I think there was 1. That was 1 hit that I pulled away. We did that
Okay.
right.
2 dice coming back at you and 8. You just say take them all?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll have to roll a 3 dice health check on D8s. You will have to roll a 1 dice health check, but you'll get 2 dice to do it with. There you go. You're the active character. And you passed. And I passed. Wow. D8s. Okay. You are still the boss.
All right. I'm going to activate my final character. And he's going to come out here.
Rush me, or you gonna find a place to shoot?
Now I'm going to go ahead and rush.
All right. See it
I
there.
want to get close to that.
Okay. So I would have all 3 options available. I could shoot, I could brawl, I could dodge. In that situation, he was so far away. My sidekick has no brawl skill at all, so that eliminates that option. I am going to go ahead and choose to dodge, though, and I'm going to use 4 die 8 to try and dodge away, because my goal is really to try and get that plot point. So if I can get away from him, I'll still have a chance to get that plot point. Go ahead and roll your
3 die 8.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to pass this. I'm going to have to avoid taking any hits.
What's that token for him standing on?
That's my injury.
Oh, okay.
D6s. 4 die 6. Well, if he gets a 7 or an 8, then there's no way that I'll get away from him. And he did. He got an 8. Yeah, but that's going to be enough. That'll stop me from getting away. No matter how many 6s I roll, I can't stop an 8. And that means I'm going to take that hit, and I'll have to roll the health check. And I failed it, and I'm back down. The last thing is my leader will have to activate, and that's going to be a fun one out there because whenever you activate in base-to-base contact with multiple enemies, you have to split your dice. I would normally have 3 dice, but I've been in 2 fights, so I'd be down to using 1 dice. Even if I had 2 dice, I would actually have to split it between, I'd put 1 dice on this guy and 1 dice on this guy. I would have to split my dice. But I'm down to 1 dice anyway. And I think it's irrelevant. Whatever happens here, no, they could actually put me down. It doesn't matter. I'm not carrying a plot point. We'll play it out just for fun.
Okay.
So I think what I'll do, I'll still say I'm going to dodge though.
So since you would have to split your dice, do I get to fight back with both guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes, that is what that means. A fight starts with every character that he's in contact with, and both of these guys are going to get another attack on him. And all he's going to be able to do is split his dodge and put 1 dice on both of them.
Okay.
So this fellow gets another go at him and is going to get 2 die 8.
2 die 8, yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. And I'll have 1 die 6 to dodge, so maybe I can stop one of those. I did, so I'll have to roll a 1 dice health check. I'm down to d8s. And passed it. So the next fight,
Be 3d10.
3d10, and I'm dodging with 1d6. See if Spider Tank can stay in the fight. Only got 1 success. Hey, I could dodge it, boys and girls. I could dodge it. Oh, not this time. And roll a d8 for health. And was not, was not injured. Very cool, Bob. That's going to end the scenario. And Bob walks away with a victory. Bob walks away with the victory there. He has 1 victory point from his Battlesuit that came over and captured it. And I ended up dropping my one plot point that I picked up. Got pummeled. My psyker got pummeled into the ground like a tent peg and was not able to hold on to the plot point. What do you guys think about that? We played a live game on Thursday night. That was kind of fun.
It was fun.
If you haven't already, make sure you get subscribed to our little channel. Hit that like button for us. If you are a subscriber, make sure you have the bell clicked so that you get a notification when we upload a new video. All right, leave us a comment or something like that. Let us know if you enjoyed this special Pulp Alley edition of live gaming, of watching Dave get his tuchus stomped in. Really fun all the way up until that last turn. It could have still become a tie. I don't think there was any way for me to really pull out a victory, but I could have maybe tied it up if my sidekick had been able to get back on his feet and scoop up the data uplink again, but was not able to. And that big old Battlesuit was right there to pummel. Just kept on him and just kept pummeling him down. So never had a chance to get back on his feet. My tank was able to sit out there and hold that major plot point. I wasn't able to ever get it. I really had no chance of getting that plot point out there, not with 2 Battlesuits beating on me the whole time. Because to attempt the plot point, you actually have to kind of focus on it. You have to be able to spend an action to do the plot point. And you can't do an action while you have 2 Battlesuits trying to ring your bell. So that was pretty cool. Bob got a victory on me there. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to leave us a comment in this or stuff like that. We'll see you very, very soon. Bye, everybody. Don't miss the game on Sunday. Bob, play us out of here. Bob.